wild week. Through all of the indictments, amid so much political division, it's easy and understandable to get completely mired in all of that. But today, we're going to do something a little different. Colorado Governor Jared Polis is a statewide leader trying to find common ground in some unlikely places, and he's coming up first. Plus, I'll ask former Congressman Tim Ryan about the balance Democrats need to strike between making the case against Donald Trump and the case for their agenda. Also today, ahead of this week's anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act, we're going to name some names when it comes to Republicans taking credit for something they voted against. And later, a wide-ranging conversation with gun safety activist David Hogg. I caught up with him on the National Mall to discuss organizing around the plague of gun violence and the start of his next chapter right here in Washington, D.C. The last few weeks have been historic, unprecedented, and yes, at times pretty alarming. Former President Donald Trump is under an avalanche of legal trouble. And remember, those cases are not just about the criminal conduct of one man. They're about the future of our democracy and our very way of life. The stakes for this country could not be higher in this moment. And the question of who is leading the country impacts every single issue you care about. So we'll continue to talk about those cases through every twist and turn. Believe me, I understand that a former president under multiple indictments is enough to shake the confidence of anyone in our system. But today we're going to change things up a little bit. In part because I was pretty alarmed when I saw a recent poll that 37% of voters think we're in danger of failing as a nation. Failing. So I wanted to spend this show talking with some of the people about some of the efforts to make progress, even with the threat of Trump hanging over everything. Not to sugarcoat the challenges, we're not going to do that, but to explore during a period that can feel pretty dark, where there are places to be a little hopeful.